We got McToon in the house.
I haven't brought up relativity as being observable or provable or anything. I'm talking about gravity, which is Newtonian, not Einsteinian.
If you believe in the current model of Earth, then you subscribe to relativity.
I'm not talking about that right now. You can...
Well, for example, McToon would never be able to pass any kind of quiz on basic definitions or logic.
empirically verify that mass attracts mass.
How, though? How is that empirically verifiable? And does he understand what a false cause logical fallacy is? Does he understand what controls are so you know the force you're measuring is a result of A instead of B? Notice how none of these anti-flat earth goofs ever address that.
Gravity does not work on the quantum scale. So, of course, to be fair.
It's not claiming to work on that scale, so that's not a problem.
Okay, so you are conceding that gravity is not cohesive with observations on the quantum level.
Sure. 100% mass attracts mass.
How do you detect the Earth moving around the sun from the Earth?
There's many ways to do that.
Such as? I mean, I have no idea how this guy has any followers. At least Craig is entertaining. Like, McToon, it's difficult to get through his stuff. I mean, his mental disability is so severe, and he's just not as entertaining as Craig's. I mean, Craig's soy meltdowns and spirals, I mean, they're kind of hilarious in a way. There's entertainment value there. With McToon, I mean, he's just basically unwatchable.
That something was hanging?
Hanging from a wire, yes.
Okay, where's the wire coming from?
It's connected to a gimbal at the top.
Where's the gimbal connected to?
The gimbal is connected to the apparatus to hold it up.
Okay, what's the apparatus connected to, McToon?
I don't, could you just get to your point?
Whatever the gimbal's connected to is connected to the Earth. There is no independent frame of reference.
I mean, look at this goof's face. I thought actually Whitsitt was going with the electromagnetic variable. So it's not the mass attracting mass because the electromagnetic forces are not being considered. I went over that briefly. I'm guessing they're talking about Cavendish here, but regardless, how can you claim it's mass attracting mass, or if it's even some kind of gyro? If it's something that's not independent from the charge of the Earth, I mean, Austin's talking about something even simpler here, the reference.
McToon.
I don't really care for your words.
Can you imagine on any professional debate if a goof said, I don't care about your words? It's not about the words. It's about the content of the words completely decimating his argument and showing him he doesn't even understand what a frame of reference is or what the scientific method is. So his only cope here in his triggered state is to say, I don't really care for your words. I mean, is that some kind of like menopausal woman comeback? Like, I don't care for your words. I mean, they completely dodge the meaning of everything, all logic and reason in the actual arguments. I mean, this is like a menopausal woman tactic. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to use this type of tactic.
In semantics there?
Wait, how is that the scientific method is semantics? I mean, you would think this guy could have better copes.
There are many ways to measure the orbit of the Earth around the sun. So,
But he just can't name them. And if McToon's saying there are ways to directly measure the Earth's orbit around the
I mean, can he name one? I mean, these kind of reification fallacies and appeal to ambiguity fallacies, or appeal to vagueness fallacies, I mean, this kind of nonsense, I mean, it would pick any other topic. This goof would be laughed out of the room if he couldn't cite a simple example.
sun, then he's claiming relativity is incorrect, but he's too incompetent to grasp what relativity actually says, so he projects his own intellectual ineptitude onto me.
No result.
A negative result would be evidence for a stationary
No,
Earth.
it's not. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's a nothing result.
And in that experiment,
If they're talking about Michelson-Morley, it actually wasn't even a true null. It was rounded to null. So this guy doesn't even know the details of the experiment in the first place. I mean, you could see his unhinged lunacy on his face here. I mean, this guy's clearly an unhinged loon.
if the Earth were stationary, what would you measure?
What would you measure if the Earth was stationary with the Michelson-Morley experiment?
You'd have the same thing.
Question
What?
of how do you measure stationariness is a stupid question. If the Earth is stationary, then any attempt to detect motion of the Earth would be negative. You don't
Well, also, it depends on the ether and whether or not you were detecting the movement of the ether itself, right? So it's not quite that simple, but
measure stationary. That's stupid.
You can measure stationary. Of
How
course
so?
you can. You create a device that's designed to measure rotation. If it comes up with 0 rotation, you've measured stationariness.
So when we measure for orbit, we get none.
Oh, I said rotation, not orbit.
Orbit is a rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's mentally gone. I mean, see, how do you have any kind of rational discussion with a guy this mentally gone? I brought this example up for people that want me to debate Craig of Fight the Flat Earth or whatever. If a toddler really wants to get an adult to box them in the boxing ring, and the toddler's convinced, the toddler has all these cheerleaders who are egging him on, cheering him on, saying, "You got this, you got this." What would be the point of the adult to get in the ring with that toddler? What would be the point? Just because people want to see it? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Do you concede
No.
and agree with Einstein
This guy's so triggered, he didn't even hear the question about the concession, and he already said no.
that the Machian principle is valid? Yes or no?
I'm not. No, I don't know.
And this guy's so exposed. Man, this guy got obliterated. This was a debate between him and Whitsitt? I don't remember this one, but I mean, this level of obliteration, I mean, how did he ever show his face again after this?
Does
He just laughed at his own incompetency?
it physically contract it overall?
Within our reference frame, I will say that it does not.
But in reality, it does. It's just our whole reference frame also contracts, right?
I mean, this guy doesn't seem to understand anything about these topics. Like, he doesn't even seem to have a basic fundamental grasp of the concepts here.
So you don't understand it.
Oh, I certainly do.
He says he does, but all of his actions and micro-expression, I mean, he's got his hand on his lips here, almost like subconsciously trying to keep himself from talking and looking stupid, which he's already been doing. I mean, just really, really exposed here by his subconscious.
No, you don't.
And notice how he couldn't actually refute any of the points or demonstrate competency. He could only say, "Oh, I do understand it," without actually demonstrating understanding.
You literally
All right.
don't.
All right, come on.
Are you starting to notice that, like, you can't debate me about it? But,
His next cope is just laughing. I mean, that's the only cope he has left here. I mean, this is weird.
I would like to say, though, McToon,
Keep
can
patting
you
yourself
please
on
do
the
me a
back there.
favor? Because,
Make
like,
yourself
just
feel
to
good.
continue in good faith, I would really prefer if you would just be honest and you would concede the first part, which is that you concede the validity in the Machian principle
Oh
and that
my
you must,
gosh.
according to... Can you just concede that part?
I'm sorry. No.
With a lot of these mentally disabled narcissists, I mean, they can't concede anything about anything, even if it proves their own point, because they're basically at the emotional maturity level of a 4-year-old, and the mental disability is too severe to even understand what's going on here, and the narcissism prevents them from even examining the situation.
So you disagree with Einstein?
I don't.
Whatever. Man, I don't even want to go over this video for an analysis. At least Craig would come up with some kind of meltdown theatrics. This guy's just lazy with his goofery. I mean, this is lazy goofery. I mean, we gotta expect some kind of theatrical goofery, like from Craig. I mean, McToon here, this kind of lazy goofery. I don't know if I've ever seen goofery this lazy.
Don't care.
Oh my god.
He doesn't care about agreeing with Einstein on a flat Earth debate.
What did relativity do to reconcile those negative results?
I don't know. Don't care.
That's the whole position that you hold is that the evidence does support a stationary Earth.
No, it doesn't.
But literally your position is that the evidence supports that the sun moves around the Earth, that the Earth is stationary, but that since relativity is true.
No, that's not my position.
No, this is objective.
This is objectively you strawmanning me. That's not my position.
So he doesn't believe in relativity. Or does he?
Relativity says that although the result and the evidence appears to show us that the Earth is stationary, it's actually just an illusion.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, his argument is whatever. I mean, this is a supposed legit. I mean, some people think he's a legit debater, right? I mean, he's fooled a certain percentage of his followers, right? I mean, what's the story here?
Doesn't help you.
So you agree with that though, right?
No, it does not appear to be stationary.
What did relativity put forward that reconciled the negative results?
Yeah, coming up with better experiments. Like Michael said.
Relativity put forward coming up with better experiments?
I mean, this guy isn't even on a basic English level. He doesn't even understand what Whitstead is asking or saying. I mean, it's not even a fundamental kindergarten English level comprehension.
Yeah, you asked the question, I answered it. Better
That isn't an
experiments
answer.
In the future, it absolutely is.
Oh my god. That isn't the answer.
Oh, it is. It is the answer.
So-
You don't like it. I don't care that you don't like
Wow, subconscious is projecting accurately. He doesn't like what Whitstead is saying.
it. It hurts you because it contradicts your desperately held position.
Wow, his subconscious is on point here. Wow. I mean, does he really not understand what psychological projection is? It's actually kind of crazy how many goofs don't understand psychological projection. Because they expose themselves so obviously, but they're too clueless to realize that's what they just did.
I don't care. It doesn't
Wow,
matter.
this is
That's the
crazy.
answer. That's the
so it-
answer, Austin.
That isn't the answer because
certainly
he
is.
had not done better experiments yet. Just like you said, he's not a time traveler. So
Yeah.
he wouldn't be claiming that relativity reconciled something by something that happens in the future. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he did.
He's obviously saying that relativity helped reconcile the negative results they had up to that time. So the question is, well, what does relativity specifically do that helps fix that problem of negative results?
I don't. You
Well,
go
it
ahead,
is a free
Austin.
fall.
Say it. Say it. Go ahead.
It's not a logical fallacy. It's been measured.
Can it be recreated in a controlled experiment on Earth?
It doesn't need to be.
I mean, so this guy's anti-science. So scientific experiments don't need to be replicated to be valid? So one guy could just randomly claim something and nobody can ever verify it, and that's fine according to McToon. Because it doesn't need to be replicated. Wow. Wow.
I'm talking about the harmonic nature of the sun and the moon. You're laughing and you just now said zillion to one odds is realistic.
I don't give a damn about the odds.
So basically, a lot of his arguments are I don't care, whatever. And this guy has some kind of a following. Let's see how many subscribers he has. I mean, this is kind of crazy. I mean, Fight the Flat Earth subscribers kind of make sense, because if people like to laugh at his goofery. So is McToon's... How many channels does McToon have? There's a McToon live channel. Oh, that is McToon. 20.6 thousand subscribers. That's kind of a lot for a guy that brings nothing at all to the table. Like, Craig is so hilarious with his goofery and his soy meltdowns. It kind of sort of makes sense that people might subscribe to Craig just to laugh at him. But McToon, how did he get... McToon got over 20,000 subs. I mean, maybe he paid for them. Maybe he paid for them, but...
It doesn't matter at all. So you're saying that Kepler's laws don't work?
I'm saying that they've never been recreated on Earth.
So what?
Specify what type of refraction is causing that
This
to
looks
happen.
to me like a coefficient of refraction of 2 or more.
That is not a type of
I
refraction.
don't care.
He doesn't care that he doesn't understand any of the questions and he can't answer any question, but he doesn't care that he can't.
I care to categorize the refraction. I don't care for the categories. Pressure requires containment. I'll take that, yes. There is no claim that there's a pressure adjacent to a vacuum. There is containment, and it is gravity.
Okay, so high pressure will migrate to the low pressure.
Yes, but somehow, where this balloon is, it didn't happen. Strange.
It's still within the containment, Mattoon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You had a bunch of the same people that are in your chat right now pretending I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But you do understand that even
Totally.
though Lorentz contraction was
Completely.
originally
It's
postulated
your giant
with
ego, Austin.
I mean, the one thing we can say about McToon is his subconscious does appear to be functioning properly through the psychological projection. If there's one thing we can say, we can say that.
You're
And by the way-
massively huge. It does require a container.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
As witless, you would need to have more than a 6th grade education to talk about grown-up topics like relativity.
So clearly he doesn't.
Yeah.
This is bad, bro. This is painful, man. This is why I almost
You
didn't
haven't
agree to do
supported your claim. You're saying the natural antecedent. Say it again.
Natural antecedent to gas pressure is containment.
Yeah, and okay, so I agreed to containment. Yep.
Physical containment.
physical okay.
Stop playing semantics. This is wizardry.
Yeah,
You keep doing that.
I have my intuitive version of the world that thinks that the Earth is rotating and spherical. This is so dishonest. Oh,
Yeah, think
you
about
just
it.
don't understand. You're out of your league. I'm much
can't
smarter
really
than
talk.
him.
You're
I'm
freaking
Austin.
out.
I'm so smart.
The guy's like a 4-year-old. I mean, this is a supposedly grown functional adult behaving like this? Wow.
all the people that think they're smarter than Einstein. It's so funny.
What a goof. I mean, this guy's mentally unhinged. He's obviously got a lot of mental health issues. He's got some mental disabilities. I mean, this guy's mentally gone. Is that a fake laugh? He's like choking now.
Oh, you're so dumb.
Orbit is a rotation.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god,
How much drugs is this guy on?
you're stupid.
Einstein that the Machian principle is valid, yes or no?
I'm not. No, I don't know.
You're so stupid. How can you be that stupid?
Man, his subconscious is just roasting him. But can you blame it? If you were McToon's subconscious, what would you think of the conscious mind? I mean, man, I kind of feel bad for McToon's subconscious mind because his subconscious mind understands what's going on here, but it can't do anything about it because it can't communicate directly with the conscious mind.
Just our whole reference frame also contracts, right? So you don't understand it.
Oh, I certainly do.
No, you don't. You literally
All right.
don't.
All right, come on.
Okay, let me explain it to you.
Oh my gosh. You should definitely get yourself fitted for an iron lung in case you forget to breathe.
What? What?
Oh my god.
How is this guy not in a mental institution?
You're stupid.
You're just such a moron.
You disagree with Einstein?
I don't know. Whatever. Don't care.
Oh my God.
Oh, I mean, seriously, I don't want to be mean, but you deserve it. You do.
I mean, his subconscious says he deserves to be called out on his stupidity. I mean, who are we to argue with McToon's subconscious?
All right, put your helmet on and go to bed.
He goes to bed with a helmet? I mean, I guess I'm not surprised, but that's kind of weird.
Oh my gosh. Oh. And his tiny little brain thinks, I'm smart. I'm so smart.
What did relativity do to reconcile those negative results?
I don't know. Don't care. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, gosh, you're so dumb. No, it does not appear to be stationary. You're so dumb. Oh my gosh. You don't know, Austin. You don't understand.
I mean, this guy's clearly an unhinged loon. Loon McToon. Wow. Wow. Yeah, he does look like Gary Busey, doesn't he? An even crazier, more demented version of Busey, if that's believable. Dylan Heron says he's laughing on the outside but crying on the inside. That's kind of what it looked like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just tough to look at McToon in any way just because the entertainment value's just not there like with Craig. I mean, Craig's always spiraling and breaking down over every little thing, and it's kind of funny if you find those antics kind of funny, but yeah. Yeah. Jeff Hunt in the chat says, Toon has made more flat earthers than anybody. I don't know. I mean, Craig seems to be one of the top flat earth recruiters. I mean, McToon's lazy style of goofery, it almost comes off less dumb saying, I don't care, than saying energy is whatever you want it to be. Like Craig does. I mean, I had to recover for at least a day because my ribs hurt so much from laughing at Craig humiliate himself against Caleb in that one debate. I still have to finish that one. Oh man. Yes, Pink Sparrow. Over time, things happen is another Craig banger. Oh man.